Hey guys, and welcome back to my F1 2010 career mode. And it's the final few races. 3 races to go, and we boast, I believe, a 15-point lead in the championship. Today we have the Korean Grand Prix. All final 3 races in this career mode will be run on the hardest difficulty to make it as difficult as possible to win this championship. But the advantage is in my side of the court. Mark Webber has to make up that gap in the points. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get into this one. A 16-point lead in the championship is what we have with 3 races to go. Robert Kubica could technically... he could match me on points. If I score no points, Robert Kubica could win 3 races and level me on points. But he can't win the championship. So it's just between Early and Webber. Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull. Those are the 3 teams who could still win this championship. Renault, Mercedes and Force India still so close in the battle for 4th. There's a lot riding on these final 3 episodes. It doesn't count if we just win the Constructors. We need to win the Drivers' World Championship to make this series a success. Suck. Why did I put so much emphasis on suck? That's horrible. Intermediate conditions for the first session in qualifying. With the game on legendary difficulty, I don't think qualifying is going to be our main strength. The racing is going to be the main strength. As long as the drivers get stuck behind lapped cars, I think we still stand a chance. Who am I getting overtaken by? It's a HRT! First lap time on the board. I've been pressured by a HRT this whole lap. But down towards the line. It's still fastest. It is fastest, and that might be down to the conditions. We've been pushed down into the drop zone, and on the final lap in the session, it's not been a good first 2 sectors. Is it enough to get me through? I'm out. I'm out. It's 20th place. That might be the worst qualifying performance of the season. We're going to start this race from 20th on the grid. Petrov, Chandok, Trulli, Schumacher, Hulkenberg and Degrassi all knocked out as well. Alguersuari on pole, Mark Webber, his teammate, alongside him. Robert Kubica and Hamilton, the 2 McLarens on the 2nd row. Alonso, my teammate, up in 5th ahead of Massa. Vettel and Kovalainen in 7th and 8th. Rosberg and Glock rounding out the top 10. Then it's Suttel, Button, De La Rosa, Senna and Kamui Kobayashi rounding out the top 15. Buemi and Barrichello 16th and 17th. And of course we've seen but the bottom handful of drivers. Early starting in 20th place. Starting on the option tyres, but there is a chance of rain in this race. Which might be very crucial to getting any success here today. If there is no rain, we are pitting lap 19 for primes and going to the end. 55 laps of racing at this circuit. The Korean Grand Prix is next. Alguersuari, 1st place. Could he finally win a race this season? Alonso in 5th. Webber is what we're going to be focusing on though. That's the most important. If I can clear some cars at the start, let's go for it. But we are really playing the long game here today as the lights appear in front. 5 lights are on and the Korean Grand Prix is underway. Not a bad start, already pulling side by side with Karun Chandok on the run down to turn 1. Not the longest run. I'm going to dart to the inside of Petrov and almost to the inside of Buemi. Across the curb we go. Chandok actually gaining positions from that. And then down this back straight. I suppose it's back straight. 2nd straight on the track. Put the engine up to fast mode. See if we can get a run on Jarno Trulli. Why are they so quick in a straight line? They are absolutely rapid in a straight line as we're approaching 200 miles per hour. Going to slam on the brakes. I remember the AI being poor into this braking zone. So I'll take advantage as best I can. Up the inside of Chandok and Jarno Trulli. We've made a few gains. Up to 18th place. I need to remember not to over push this car today as well. Because it's easy to see that when I'm like 4 seconds a lap slower than the car ahead, I'm going to try and attack the curbs. But that's not the strategy. 1 lap down, it's as I expected right now. Buemi already streaking ahead in the distance. Seems in this middle sector we don't do too bad. I think it's maybe the final sector we lose a load of time. Alonso up to 4th. Webber now in the lead as well. He's just taken it away from Alguersuari, which is not what we need. 12.8 seconds is the gap to the leader right now, which is Mark Webber. We've completed 3 laps. 7 laps down, and we are about a pit stop behind the leader now, which isn't great. 21 seconds behind my teammate Alonso. 22 seconds off the leader, Mark Webber. We need to make sure we stay on the lead lap as best we can. And I'm just holding up a train of all the backmarker cars. Because that's what legendary difficulty does to you. 12 laps completed and no action to speak of. I'm just leading this train at the back of the grid. Mark Webber is about 40 seconds up the road almost. Kubica into the lead of the race. Robert Kubica has overtaken Mark Webber, which is music to our ears. All 4 tyres are pretty worn. It's lap 15. Still need to go a few more laps before pitting. And no sign of the rain that's been forecast. It's a lot of curb. I'm getting brave. Maybe too brave. It's lap 19 and we are boxing at the end of this lap. Over a minute behind the race leader, Robert Kubica now. Something's happened behind me. Michael Schumacher's now the car behind. Somebody might have made a mistake at turn 1. Alonso in the lead. Right, we're head. Oh dear. Relayed into the pits. Yep. Almost crashed going in. That was a stressful moment, but into the pits we go then. Followed in by the Michael Schumacher in behind me in the Sauber. Completely forgot he drove for Sauber. So we stop on the marks. Putting the prime tyres on into lap 19. Starts lap 20. It's a 4.3 second stop, so we remain ahead of the Sauber. And we're going to rejoin, still on the lead lap, which is good. That's the most important. We're going to rejoin, though, down in 20th place. Almost losing the car on the curb. Still remaining ahead of Schumacher. Webber back in the lead of the race through the pit stops. He's 1 minute and 31 seconds ahead. So he could be nearly lapping the back markers. So it might all start kicking off for the next 33 laps. There's been another issue behind. I think Michael Schumacher's had a moment. Now Lucas Di Grassi is the car behind me. Oh, and I've been lapped by Mark Webber. I didn't even know that's Mark Webber. Okay, well, there goes Mark Webber, and that's the end of my championship hopes. How is it that on every other circuit, Webber has struggled to get past all the back markers, and on this track, he's easily got through all of the ones behind me, and has now put a lap on me? There's no in-between. I either play on the second hardest difficulty and lap everybody, or I play on the hardest difficulty and get lapped. That was Hamilton. Why am I not getting blue flags anymore? I used to, but I don't anymore, and I'm not sure why. I didn't turn off blue flags or anything. I just don't get any. I didn't know he was behind me. So we are a lap behind the top 3. This race, we're not even at the halfway point. We're in 19th place. The only thing that could save this race for me is if Webber retires. As it stands, Webber will be 9 points ahead of me in the championship with 2 rounds to go. My mates just sent me a picture of a goblin on the back of a lorry and said, "James, what are you doing on the back of this lorry?" Great. I'm glad I checked my phone for that. If there is any justice in the universe, I'll still somehow manage to get like a 7th place finish here. I've just been hit. I've been hit by Mark Webber. Mark Webber is still in this race. Come on, man. I didn't even give him the position. He just went through. And who's this? It's Lewis Hamilton chasing him down. We are past half race distance. Still, no sign of rain. Oh, he's going up the inside of me. And I am side by side with the Michael. I hold on to this. 19th place. This is mine, mate. It's starting to rain. Lap 33 out of 55. That's Max Verstappen out of Carlos Sainz. And it is raining. I was trying to let Alonso through, but he just doesn't want to go past. Finally, he's gone through. I'm 2 minutes behind the race leader. I could be 2 laps down by the end of this race. I thought maybe at the end of this race I could get 7th place. I'm a lap behind 7th place. He's not having fun out here. He's getting demolished. Professional difficulty, I lap everybody. Legendary difficulty, I get lapped. There's no in between. Yeah, I think I've just taken out Felipe Massa. Somehow. He's gone. Right. Extra position for me. Oh, we're round. It's the first spin of the day. And we haven't lost any positions, though. That's okay. Still 19th. Oh, I'm so glad we're still in our 19th place. Might be the worst race ever in this career mode. If we actually finish in 19th, that would be the worst race ever. I did the Gillette thing and caught rabies, and now I'm destined to die. I'm in 18th place. Somebody's out the race. Who is it? Who is it? Tell me it's Webber. If it's Webber, I don't care about being last. Look at the speed he's got. Look at the speed this guy's got. Ow! I've been hit by Kobayashi. Kora Kobayashi has hit me. Oh, I forgot you have to brake there. Is that Schumacher? No, it's not. It's fine. It's Rosberg. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry again. Sorry, Buemi. Sorry, 150 meter board. What do you mean, watch the aggression? Stop overtaking me off the bloody track. I'm not giving him that position. He's not getting that position from me. He's not getting that position. Michael Schumacher, think again. Go back to retirement. We're going to threaten him with an all-inclusive 2-week skiing holiday. What do we think, guys? Shall we do Abu Dhabi as the second to last race and Brazil as the last race? Oh my gosh, I'm actually being passed by Schumacher. There's nothing I can do about that. Schumacher's got the inside line. Actually, there is something I can do about that. Brake later. And hold that. So the game was lying. It's lap 42, and even though this rain started 10 laps ago, I don't see anything. It's still as dry as it was at the start. I'm not losing that position to Michael Schumacher. Please. Yes. The F1 gods have answered. Okay, box. Why not? We've got nothing to lose at this point. I was early about to put the intermediate tyres on with no apparent rain in the air, but some spray on the floor. But we've got nothing else to lose, so into the pits we go. We're going to rejoin in 21st place. I'm actually going to be lapped by 17th place HRT driver Nico Hulkenberg. This is the last time I ever run legendary difficulty. What a waste of time this was. I'm 3 minutes behind Robert Kubica. Right, who's behind me now? Kubica. I'm about to be 2 laps down. Has he got Webber behind him? Right, Kubica, you go, mate. You go. Webber, no. Just stay behind for a little bit of time, mate. It's okay. Damn it, he's dive bombed me. I'll let him go up the inside. That's fine. Right, I'll let him through here. See you, Webber. Wouldn't it be so nice to crash into Mark Webber? Wouldn't that be so satisfying? There's drivers in the pits. Oh, fantastic. Maybe over these next 5 laps, oh, Webber's in the lead. Mark Webber's taking the race lead. No, Kubica's back in the lead. Kubica's in the lead again. They must be into the pits. Look how slow they are now. Wow, finally, guys. They've started to slow down. I'm so happy I only have 5 laps to go. Alguersuari, why don't you overtake your teammate? Wouldn't that be great? Oh, Mark Webber, are you struggling, mate? Oh dear. I'm so sorry to see that. Oh, my God. That was terrifying. I think we have 2 laps to go. I gained 10 seconds on Kubica that lap. We are on the final lap of the race. And I gained 19 seconds on Kubica on the previous lap. So, that's great, but I'm still 3 minutes behind him. And Robert Kubica wins the race. Well, here we are, rounding the final couple of corners for the final time in this race, which has been a complete disaster, but thankfully we're still in the championship battle with 2 rounds to go. Kubica wins, Mark Webber 2nd place, so he takes the championship lead. Alguersuari in 3rd. Then it's Hamilton just outside the podium places. Sebastian Vettel up in 5th for Renault. It's a rare good performance from him in this second half of the season. Alonso gets some points for Ferrari. Then it's Kovalainen, Glock, Massa and Cora Kobayashi, not Kamui. Cora Kobayashi scoring a single point there. Mark Webber retakes the championship lead by 2 points. With 2 rounds to go, though. It's looking very close between me and Webber. It's very difficult to find the correct difficulty. As you see, legendary difficulty is way too difficult, so it might have to be professional for the final 2 rounds of this season. Perpendicular Robert Kubica on the mic. Yeah, the Polish man, he'll give you a fright. Driving in F1 with complete ease, but in rally I wrap cars round trees. I broke my hand, but that's okay. And Sauber screwed me, but they aren't here today. Wanted by Ferrari, I'm like, nah fam. Let me get in the Williams to show you how fast I am. I may have been beaten by George, but guess who got points on the board? I may have gotten sponsor money by Orlen, but I'm the fastest Polish driver. And I was back then. Thank you for enduring that horrible race. If you somehow enjoyed that one, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. We're off to Abu Dhabi next for the 2nd to last round of the season. It's been decided. We'll have Brazil as the finale for season 3. And hopefully the championship goes down to the wire. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.